This episode of the Red Bull Rant is brought to you by the fine patrons that support us through patreon.com/Red Bull Rant. You can support us for the low price of $1 a month, and you can get exclusive content, including a monthly wrap-up for the New York Red Bulls. We want to send a special shout-out to our patrons who support us at $5 a month. That is our producer-level reward. Thank you to Jeremiah Dempster, William Martin, Clayton John, and Christopher Admack. Now, on to the show.
This is the Red Bull Rant podcast. If you aren't expecting adult language, why even bother listening?
Welcome, my friends, to the Show Never Friends. This is the Red Bull Rant podcast. I'm your host, Jason Ipico.
I'm Pat McDonald.
I'm Truman. The show ended, and then it came back. And this is episode something, because I'm not looking. But it's called Back in the Habit.
Ooh.
340, for those that care.
Great. I'm watching the game. I got the game on. Sorry, everybody.
Yep, I do too.
See?
So
I'm just going to put this up so Pat can just watch the game at the same time.
Nice.
Look at this. Look how I'm helping you out.
My roommate has refused to leave the room, and I'm being subjected to Queen of the South.
Oh, mate.
what's great is I have the Skype window on the same window I have the game, so when Truman's in view, I see the game twice.
Nice.
It's just perfect. If I miss something on one, I'll see it on the other.
I'm going to just focus on this guy. Pat's just going to watch whoever this guy, whatever he's doing. We lost him. Hold on. Oh, look.
Whoa.
This is great radio.
You're all missing out.
All right, so MLS is officially back.
Mm-hmm.
We are on night number 2 of the MLS is Back tournament, and 2 teams are already out of the tournament.
Love it. I love this is my kind of tournament. They're just dropping like flies. Survival of the fittest. Last team standing wins.
I was going to say, I saw somebody call it Survivor. That's kind of what it feels like.
Listen, again, people doubt the Red Bulls, but they're the youngest team. They're probably the healthiest team. They've been locked in quarantine in New Jersey. So we know they've been safe.
New York's number 2. Because, again, they're locked in quarantine in New York.
And if you look at Alex Muil's Instagram, you can see that he's jacked now.
What else can you do, right? Just hang at home and get ripped.
Might as well, right?
That's my excuse. I've been working. I have no excuse. I'm getting jacked.
Yeah, I have no excuse. I'm a fat guy.
I have no excuse either. I don't even have an explanation. So, all right. So FC Dallas and Nashville FC are both out of the tournament for too many COVID cases. FC Dallas last week had 6. I don't remember if that number went up or not. Nashville, I believe, had 8 before it was dropped in the tournament today. So they rearranged the groups. Basically, they made one change, which is the Chicago Fire, which would have been the 5th team in Group A, moved to Group B and took FC Dallas' spot. So we are now at 6 groups of 4.
Good. So we just got rid of the rubbish. Now it makes sense.
Yep. So now it should be the top 2 in each group, with the next 4 after that, rounding out the 16. If we make it to that point.
Imagine if you're the Fire and you have like your game plan for like the 3 teams you're going to play, and they're like, oh, by the way, we moved you, and you're just like, tear up those pieces of paper. Well, delete the tape.
Just imagine the cost Nashville and FC Dallas incurred to travel and then have to go back.
Yeah. Now, has there been any announcement of what's going on with their games? Because these games count in the regular season.
I don't think so. Honestly, all I saw was that they were gone. So
I'm very curious to see what they do now with 2 teams. Let's just banish them from the league. Just do that.
Relegation?
Yeah, banished.
Relegate to USL.
Yeah, because that season hasn't started yet, so why not?
Okay, 10 of the 10 FC Dallas players have tested positive. So
they're doing super.
Yeah.
All right, so Red Bull's first match is this Saturday, July 11th, 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Love it.
Fox proper, not even Fox Sports.
Love it.
I feel like MLS is missing the boat a little bit, though, because they have 2 games on Saturday, and that's New York, Atlanta, and Cincinnati, and I can't remember the other team from our group.
They're called Columbus.
Columbus, okay. But they have that game at 10:30 at night.
Yeah. Okay. So what would Fox proper rather show? A game between a team from Atlanta and New York, or a game between Columbus and Cincinnati, Ohio?
Well, I'm pretty sure that game.
Side.
I'm pretty sure ESPN has the game, the second one.
All right, but you know what I'm saying? What is going to go into the 8 o'clock time slot?
No, I'm saying they should have the Cincinnati Columbus game before at like 5:30.
Oh yeah, sure, 5:30. That's fine. Whatever.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's like legitimately what sports are on right now that's going to take up the TV coverage.
Oh, you think they're competing with golf?
Cornhole.
No. Golf.
Cornhole's still on ESPN too.
NASCAR.
But I mean, seriously, like, you telling me you can't put that game at like say 5:30 and get a better TV audience?
Maybe. No idea.
I'm sorry. Since you're right, it's Fox Sports 1, but still Fox Sports 1, and then at 5:30 and Fox at 8. That would still work.
We don't make the schedule.
Exactly.
Sure.
There's probably a NASCAR race. If that's the case, then my guess is there's a NASCAR race that Fox had.
Is using as a lead-in for.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't even know if Fox uses NASCAR anymore.
They do. So according to the NASCAR website, let's see. Let me jump to July. They have nothing on the 11th. So there's not. They have a race on Sunday, unless there's like some weird, like whatever the minor league version of NASCAR is.
Froth.
Sure.
Probably showing Froth.
It's National Froth, everybody. Yeah. He surely did throw that frisbee far.
He's taking out the putter disc now because he's within 10 yards. That I would be kind of interesting to hear commentary on that thing, because that would just be like, golf is one thing. It's already weird to have commentary on golf because it's, aside from a club choice, it doesn't make sense. I would be really curious to see what frisbee golf commentary would be like.
The commentary is wee, every throw. Woo!
You know, they're adding crowd noise for soccer. Imagine that's the noise they add for frisbee golf.
I love it. I'd volunteer to be that guy. Woo!
All right, so Red Bulls again are playing Saturday on Fox. Atlanta come into this game. Obviously, no games played in this tournament yet, but Atlanta is 2-0-0 during MLS play, for whatever that's worth. Their last game was March 7th against FC Cincinnati, which was a 2-1 victory. Since these games are counting for the regular season, we are counting them for ourselves. So, Pat, since you are in the lead, you get to go first. What is your prediction for Atlanta, New York?
You know what? It's even though I think Red Bulls are going to do pretty well in this tournament, and they have to because I put a bet on them, which would net me about $75. I am going to say a 1-1 draw. I think it's going to be tough. I think, despite the fact that Joseph Martinez is out for the season, it's still going to be a tough game for the Red Bulls. I think it's going to be a bit sloppy, like many of the games we've seen so far are, as people get their feet wet again. But, yeah, I'm going to say 1-1 draw.
All right, so I talked about this a little bit last week. What do you think would be, if this was a regular game, what is Atlanta's biggest advantage besides having Martinez on the team? What would you say is the biggest advantage for Atlanta?
That Chris Armas is coaching the Red Bulls?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Swing and a miss. Home field advantage, right?
Yeah, I guess.
That's a tough team to play in Atlanta in front of all those fans screaming and yelling loud. Now we got no fans. They lose that advantage. They're playing right into the Red Bulls' hands, like I said, in front of nobody. That's the way the Red Bulls like it, nice and quiet. I mean, I can't believe it's 3 games in, and I'm already going to dare to be different here. I'm going to say a 2-1 Red Bulls win.
Nice.
I think I'm with Pat on the draw because both teams. I mean, this is the first game in, let's see, like 3 months. And I don't know how long each team has been training, really. Like, I think Red Bulls had maybe 3 weeks. And not even probably full 3 weeks because of having to keep some sort of distancing. I'm going to say draw, but I feel like the defense is going to be a little more sloppy on both sides, so I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw instead of 1-1.
Nice.
Only question is how many Red Bulls fans are going to show up on the video boards?
Me.
Yeah, not me.
Like these people twirling a scarf around and wearing something silly.
All right. So anything else we want to talk about with the Atlanta game?
Atlanta's poop. We're great.
Poop.
All right. The fan prediction stuff, I didn't set up a sheet yet. I think I'll try to do tonight. So keep an eye out for it.
We will.
Not that many people had a chance to do it before anyway. All right. So Sky Blue FC. Wow. I can't believe I just missed a chip goal. Sorry. Sky Blue FC in the NWSL Challenge Cup. They finished out their first 3 games yesterday. They tied their first one 0-0 versus OL Reign. Then on July 4th, they lost 1-0 to the Utah Royals. But they followed that up with a 2-0 win over the Houston Dash yesterday, which puts them at a 1-1-1 record. And good enough for number 2 in the tournament because of goal difference.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep. So they'll be seeded number 2, and that means that they will take on NC Courage on July 13th at 10 p.m. in the quarterfinals.
Let's see what kind of NC Courage they have.
I might be wrong about that because I thought they were done after 3 games, but NC Courage number 1, so let me double check. Oh, I guess they're playing 4 games for qualification. All right, so scratch that. Their 4th game is against NC Courage.
Yeah,
but they're still number 2 right now because of goal difference.
That's good.
Nice.
So that's pretty much it for news to talk about.
Well, I mean, if that's where we're just stopping on our teams in Sky Blue.
Yeah. All right. So time for the dumping ground.
I'm the trash man.
There we go.
All right. So let's talk about last night, right? Let's talk about the opening game.
Okay.
You definitely had a powerful statement to start the game, which I thought was awesome. You had it wasn't a complete barn burner of a game, but you had that last minute heroics by Nani for Orlando. Good way to start a rivalry, right? I mean, a Florida rivalry, if that's what these two teams are going to be.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Juan Agudelo, first of all, guys, is 27 years old.
That's insane.
Where has the time gone with Juan Agudelo? He's 27.
I guess it really has been 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember in 2011, I went to the season opener and I saw him score a goal. And I was like, okay, this kid has some potential. And then, yeah.
Then he did nothing.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I just want to say, kind of, all in all, I thought it was a really cool showing last night by Major League Soccer. I think that was a good way to start this tournament off, even though we know it was completely rigged, putting these two teams somehow in the same group.
Right.
But it was cool.
That game before the draw, so.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
It wasn't even random. They just said, "We're doing this. We don't care what you think."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun game to watch for sure.
I only watched like 5-10 minutes because the girlfriend wasn't really interested last night. But I mean, from what I saw, I thought it was good. I liked I like the no crowd noise, which apparently is not happening tonight. They're pumping in the crowd noise for the Montreal New England game. The presentation was normal kind of stuff, but the only annoyance I had was the logo at midfield. I understand why they do it. I just thought it was a little distracting, but I'm not too pissed about it.
Yeah.
That's
just a whatever. It's
just
the logo.
They got to make that money.
Right. Yeah, especially after this time. They need to get all that money.
Yeah, and actually I was talking to Pat about this before the show. So apparently somebody on the MLS subreddit decided to look up the FIFA or the IFAB rules or laws of the game. And in apparently like Law 1, it says you're not allowed to put any advertisements, physical or virtual, on the field. And they're trying to take that and say, look, the MLS is doing this technically against the laws of the game. And they're like, do you not realize it's on TV only? It's not affecting the players.
Right.
Clearly, that's just the ESPN or whoever putting it in.
It's also technically a tournament.
Yeah.
Right? That doesn't kind of count. So maybe they're using that kind of loophole.
Well, I think the spirit of law is you can't project onto the actual field. Like, you can't have an ad showing in front of the players. Clearly an ad superimposed on TV broadcast is not going to interfere with the legitimacy of a game.
Right.
But it's just, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a guy who complains about stuff, but even for me, that's a lot to find the law of the game and use that to justify getting rid of a logo that is clearly needed to help the league recoup money lost during the last 3 months.
Oh, of course.
I loved Tony Meola, former guest Tony Meola, on Counterattack today, just saying basically, he's like, he doesn't want to hear about people complaining about a logo on the center field. He doesn't want to hear about people complaining about crowd noise. He's like, I just want to watch the game. He's like, let's just be happy the game's back.
Yeah, right.
Minor things.
And then, what was it? I thought the little white strip they put on the back of the jerseys was kind of nice to allow each player to have their own personal message.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get this. I think I saw one that said Black Lives Matter, but aside from that, it was hard to see, really. But I just think it's a nice touch.
What I appreciate about MLS is that they definitely allow more freedom with the players to express themselves. I think we've noticed that, especially maybe in the past 10 years, kind of since MLS version 2 or whatever you want to consider Portland, Seattle version 2, 3, I don't know. So it's nice that they're at least able to express themselves, which other leagues are just, whatever. They're not really interested in.
All right. Any other thoughts on the tournament?
Well, I mean, I'll get to that in a minute. I'll get to it. That's for another segment.
Pat, you got anything else you want to say?
No, I'm just happy MLS is back.
Hashtag. MLS is back. You got to say it, man. If you're really happy it's back, you have to say MLS. Hashtag MLS is back.
Yeah, or else we're gonna get sued.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it for Dumping Ground?
That is it.
I mean, I got nothing else. There's nothing really else that's exciting going on in soccer world. I mean, I don't have to mention Liverpool's champions again. I've already mentioned it so many times. So why bring it up another time, right? It's kind of silly to bring it up again. I mean, okay, I will. Liverpool's champions. It's fine.
All right. So if that's it for Dumping Ground, I don't know if you have it, but it's time for Pat's betting corner. We're still in preseason mode. He wasn't ready for this.
Very much in preseason mode. And I had to leave this shit up. All right, hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, you got something to say?
Yeah, so while he's looking this up, I've completely forgot that Dax McCarty is now with Nashville SC.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I feel sorry for him that he's not in this tournament.
He's back home.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. The next two games: Seattle Sounders over the Quakes. Let's go with a tie between Atlanta and the Red Bulls, because I said that already. And let's go with the Crew over Cincinnati.
Okay. Do we even have a Truman's Terrible Team of the Week?
See this face?
It's too early for that.
What?
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, it's never too early now. The hashtag MLS is back. Now listen. I mean, we only got a few games to choose from, right? Could I go with Miami giving up that, 94th, 92nd minute goal, whatever that was? I could. But I feel like picking on somebody else. And that is a team that played at 9 a.m. NYCFC. I know, listen, not a blowout loss. But they woke up in the morning just to lose 1-0, and I couldn't be happier. Hashtag ask NYCFC. Why do you still suck?
Womp womp.
All right, so the last thing on our agenda, which is in the biggest letters on the page, it's time for Truman to whore himself out.
Yeah, all right. I'm very excited, everybody. This has nothing to do with soccer whatsoever. But if you want to listen to me on a Twitch game show, I'm going to be on one next Wednesday after hold on, let me do my math right. It's after the Red Bulls game, right? Wednesday night. Anyway, it's on the 15th. Whenever that is. I think that's next Wednesday.
I'm pretty sure you mean the 16th, because I'm pretty sure they're playing at 10 o'clock on.
All right, hold on. I'm going to tell you when this is, because I want to get it right. Okay, so it's next Wednesday, the 15th, 11 o'clock at night. I'm going to be on a Twitch stream called All Your Favorite Game Shows with host Paul Goebel. Previously, he was on the show Beat the Geeks on Comedy Central. He's going to be the host. We're going to be playing a variety of game shows. I'll be participating. We're going to do some hashtag wars. We're going to do some Prices Right, name that tune, all that stuff. I'm going to be one of the guests. So I'll be tweeting out and Facebooking out links to that. So if you want to stay up late at 11 o'clock at night and watch me on the show, or just watch it via replay, I highly encourage it, because I will probably be terrible. But I still look forward to participating. So yeah, check that out.
Still no murder show.
No, I will not be murdered on this show, or will be a murderer, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, call me when you're a murderer on a show.
I mean, maybe I'll murder the guests. I'll murder the other contestants, and that's how I'll win.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Red Bulls play the 16th, so it's not even the same day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, perfect.
Which we may have to talk about scheduling recording earlier next week because of that. But that'll be an offline discussion.
Oh, yeah. We don't want to talk in front of the fans. I'm sure they want to hear us ramble about how we're going to record the show. Let's just spend 20 minutes doing that at the end of the show. It's very exciting.
Super exciting.
Speaking of recording the show, none of our patrons reached out to us, but you guys still have a chance if you want. Email us, redbullrant@gmail.com, if you want to be a co-host on the show. Let us know. And then the $5 patrons get the first shot at it, and then everybody else after. One thing that I realized last week, Patreon is starting to collect sales tax. Did not realize this was happening. I guess a bunch of states decided that they wanted money from Patreon. So we may be adjusting the levels to help you guys out, so you don't have to pay the stupid sales tax. What we talked about was, like, for the $5 level, dropping it down to a point where with tax it would come out to $5 a month. But I got to see if Patreon has that kind of control over the levels.
Yeah.
If not, we'll try to figure something out.
We'll try.
Yeah.
But if you see your bill go up and you're wondering why, there's your reason. Patreon has to start collecting taxes now.
Bunch of jerks.
All right. So is that it?
One more thing. I just downloaded NBA 2K20 because it was free for PlayStation Plus. If there's a way to play as the 94 Knicks, please let me know, because that's the only reason I want to play this game. I only want to play a game if I can play as the 94 Knicks.
I think you have to create them yourself.
I promise I will not choke in the playoffs, in the finals against the Rockets. I will not. I'll just bench John Starks if I have to.
There you go.
Much as it pains me to say that, I will bench John Starks.
Hey, nothing will be ever as good as me just lighting you up with Patrick Ewing in NBA Jam from the 3-point line.
I remember. Don't worry, I remember. Painful memories.
Who would have thought Patrick Ewing from the corner would have been the go-to move?
There you go.
Oh, yeah, and if anyone wants to play me in this game, let me know. Probably not, because I'm not good at it. I'll probably play as the Knicks and lose, so easy win, I guess, for you.
Go Knicks.
All right, so let's wrap this one up. You can visit us at patreon.com/Red Bull Rant. $1 a month is all you need to get exclusive content, such as our monthly wrap-up, live post-game, anything else we decide to do. Email us, redbullrant@gmail.com. Call us, 973-348-5329. Facebook.com/Red Bull Rant. On Twitter, at Red Bull Rant for the show, at Doc Distude for myself, at PMACD882 for Pat, at the Truman for Truman. Subscribe via iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play Music, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, pretty much anywhere you can find a podcast. Last words before we get out of here.
Holy fuck, guys. It's happening. It's happening. Barring 10 cases of the corona, they're fucking back, man. They're fucking back. In front of nobody, I don't care. Saturday night, I am getting a big old bag of Doritos, grabbing my caffeine-free diet fucking Coke, and I'm going to watch the motherfucking New York Red Bulls win.
MLS is back!
Hashtag. Thank God. Thank God for sound bites.
There you go.
I don't know if I have any other good ones for this right now.
Over Academia.
Oh, I think I broke it.
Well, point.
Nope, that was it, everybody. We'll see you later.
Yep, soundboard's broken. Show's over. Time to go home.
All
right, for Pat, Truman, and myself, this is episode number 340 of the Red Bull Rant. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, go Red Bulls.
Fuck yeah.
Lights.